Today I'm feeling a little fancy, thinking surf and turf, steak and lobster. I am going to show you simple ways that you can execute steak and lobster. This is Copper Joe. I'm Joel Villafana. Let's roll out some recipes. So it's all about surf and turf today. I'm going to take an Ocean Delight lobster tail and slather some curry butter and bake it to perfection. Then I'm going to pull out my Lynn's steaks and I'm going to show you how easy it is to get it right every single time. Pan-sear in the oven, a perfect filet mignon every time. And surf and turf is going to bring the energy a little later, as Lucozade cocktails are on the menu. My man Tyrone Benjamin is here to whip up one of his favorite concoctions. Let's roll out some recipes, let's get cracking. So feeling a little fancy today, and I want to show you how easy it is to get fancy in your kitchen. I want to thank the folks at Ocean Delight once again for making this one possible. And when you go, the array of Ocean Delight seafood you can trust is amazing. Sometimes you may see these lobster tails from Ocean Delight and you may think, I can't do that. What am I going to do with that? You probably need a chef to come and create these wonderful lobster tails. But it's so simple, so easy. And if you're a lover of lobster like me, you find simple ways to create big, bold flavors and wonderful recipes. This Ocean Delight lobster tail, you can do so many things with it, but this is so simple that you can just get a knife or scissors and open up the lobster for some flavor. So let me show you how easy this is. Just find a nice little middle sweet spot. Crack it down the middle. Once you crack that down the middle, you can then slice him down the middle just to the base of the tail. And you open him up like that. So when you open it up like that, it's all that exposed, that lobster meat exposed. I'm going to show you what I am going to do. I'm going to create a curry butter that I'll slather in the oven. Very simple. So lobster waiting, and I'm going to start doing my butter. So simple butter, I would say a couple ounces of good butter and curry powder. I have some shadow benny, some jeera, favorite all-purpose seasoning, nice heavy sprinkle of your favorite all-purpose seasoning, and I want to get some garlic in there as well. If you're chopping, make sure you finely chop, but this guy allows me to squeeze, press, and finely mince. Important, your butter should be nice and soft, so you bring it to room temperature. Once you start mashing, you start smelling all that wonderful curry flavor. Curry butter is a thing. Curry butter is a thing. I think we just kind of encountered it very, very accidentally. and it adds so much flavor, especially to seafood. And just like that, you have curried butter. You can actually leave this in the fridge. It can remain, and you can kind of slab it on anything you so wish to do. We're working with some wonderful lobsters today from Ocean Delight. And all I am going to do now, guys, is a very simple salt and pepper, very light salt and pepper. Little freshness from some lime juice. Get myself a knife. And if you've never heard of curry butter before, you saw it here on Cup of Joe. And you slather some of that butter oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. You can just tell that this is going to be so much wonderful flavor. Buttery, tender, juicy lobster bites with a hint of curry. Nice even layer. Doesn't have to be perfect. Once you kind of cover all that good lobster meat you're seeing there. From there, grease a simple dish. Just a touch of olive oil. Make sure it's properly nice greased below. And get these bad boys in here. They go in a preheated oven, 425 degrees, nice hot oven, and bakes for just about 8 to 10 minutes. Doesn't take long. And then you have perfect curry lobster tails. Sizzling goodness. Yeah, baby. As it's nice and hot, all that lovely curry butter goodness kind of just drizzle, keep that nice moist lobster meat. So as I told you at the beginning of the show, I was feeling a little fancy today. And when you're feeling fancy, Ocean Delight have you covered. Don't be intimidated because it's lobster tails. If you like lobster tails like me, easy curry butter. I was just reminded you could also do like a garlic butter. You could kind of do, whatever you're feeling. Garlic and thyme butter, simple slather, and that lobster just kind of infused into the lobster meat. And you can get real fancy now. Show off a little bit. Let me see if I can do a fancy plating. So you really just want to get that up there. See if I can get him going. Nice. Plate him up there. Nice date night dish. You can show off a little bit, you know. Better than that, spoil. My curry butter lobster tails. Thanks to the folks at Ocean Delight for making it possible. Try the recipe on cuppajoecaribbean.com. Recipe number 1. We're rolling out more recipes. I told you we're doing surf and turf when we come back. Now my kitchen is smoking out, but I want it to be smoking out because I'm going into my turf. I have some wonderful steaks from Lynn's and I'm getting some oil smoking hot. It has to be smoking hot to get these steaks perfectly seared. So this is what you want. You want when you put your hand here, you start to feel that heat coming off. Nice iron pan, a cast iron pan if you have one. And you get that perfect sear on steaks. So I'm just going to take it off just a bit because I have to do a nice spice rub. This steak is what they call, I think, yeah, this is the mother of all steaks. This is the filet mignon. And it's that nice, succulent, tender piece of beef that costs a lot of money at the restaurants. Well, you can pick up some reasonably priced steaks at Malabar Farms, and these Lynn steaks work perfectly every time for me. So when I'm in the mood for a good steak sometimes, this is it. I have a very simple method, a very simple spice rub that is chili based that you can't go wrong. Big bold flavors, wonderful steak, and appreciate that lovely beef. So let's get started with how simple this spice rub is. So I have some chili powder. I also have some chipotle that I want to get in there. So you see where I'm going. Those nice, not necessarily hot, but smoky flavors. And I have some smoked paprika as well. 3 simple spices that I just want to get mixed in. For good measure, a nice healthy pinch of salt and pepper. And yeah, all you really want is to make sure that kind of mixed in there and all the spices get to know each other. Before my spice rub hits my steak, important step. You see these beautiful babies from Lynn's? You want to kind of just pat as dry as you possibly can. Pat dry. If the steak is too wet, too moist, actually it's supposed to be at room temperature, so it will be out of the fridge and getting to room temperature, and you pat as dry as you possibly can. Steak has too much moisture, you won't get that nice sear that you're looking for. Pat dry. I can now get my oil back to get nice and hot, while I take my spice rub and get it going on these babies. What I like to do is do a very gentle massage and get it in there. I also like to get it all around the sides. I don't like to leave out the sides. Yeah, I eat all parts of the meat, top, bottom, and sides. So I just kind of like to get the sides coated as well. So many different ways you can do a good steak. Sometimes just doing it simple, stupid is really, really good. My oil is nice and hot and smoking, and all I'm doing is resting these babies. That's the sound you want to hear When you rest the steak in here, leave it alone. Do not touch it. Don't go and poke around the steak. What's happening here is a perfect sear is taking place. You want no more for this size. I think this is about an inch and no more than 2 minutes. So you time it, no more than a minute or two on this side to get a nice perfect sear. So just after about 2 minutes, that's what you're looking for. That beautiful, nice sear. At this stage, guys, just want to add a little butter now in there. Same thing I kind of did with the lobster, I want to do with the steak, but just while it's on the fire. This is such an important step. Don't let it go by, because it really just kind of keeps the meat moist while cooking. So you give it that nice butter bath. Yeah. If you're a meat lover and this doesn't turn you on, I don't know what will turn you on. From here, it goes into the oven for medium wellish. You don't want it past that. 5 minutes in the oven, 5 to 7 minutes, no longer than 5 to 7 minutes. In an oven about 350 to 375 degrees. And when it comes out, perfect medium filet mignons with my chili rub. Yeah. So you gotta remember, this is hot. But guys, this, see how that sauce got all nice and thick? That butter spice sauce is king. There's nothing like bathing your meat in a nice butter herb sauce. There's nothing like that. Oh my goodness. So all I'm going to do now, guys, it's all about these Lynn steaks. These filet mignons are perfectly cooked, medium well. Do not cut them when you take them out of the oven. The juices need to redistribute. You need to just allow it to rest for probably just about, I would say, another 7 to 10 minutes. Allow it to rest before you cut into it. I'm going to give it a little break, and then I'm going to dig into those bad boys. But try the recipe on CopperJoeCaribbean.com, guys. We're rolling all recipes. When we come back, the surf and turf has brought a certain amount of energy in the kitchen. Tyrone Benjamin, full of energy, is standing by with our interesting cocktail. We bring in the energy. Lucozade energy. Closing things off with a little energetic cocktail, because Tyrone Benjamin is here. And Lucozade cocktails, I never thought of it until we started saying, hey, Caribbean fusion. There's a new apple on the market as well.
Apple, yes.
There's a new apple flavored Lucozade. Yes. So all these wonderful flavors that Lucozade are now bringing, you can actually use it in cocktails.
It's not a bad idea at all.
And you guys, I know you always come with all sorts of crazy concoctions.
Yes.
So that's what you're going to do today.
Joe, when you gave me this call for this Lucozade Caribbean fusion, I was like, I tried it,
Right.
and it does have a Caribbean fusion.
Yeah.
Because again, the best of mango, which is iconic for Caribbean flavor,
Yeah.
is exotic. You have passion fruit and you have pineapple.
Pineapple as well.
That's a fantastic combination there. Right?
Can't get more Caribbean fruits than
and then you have a little coconut as well in
there as well.
Right?
It tastes like a fruit
Yeah.
punch. It tastes like a nice fizzy fruit punch. That's what kind of.
I think if I'm in Europe, Asia, and I need a Caribbean flavor,
Right.
these are the flavors. So I don't think they could do better than putting these flavors together.
And you're gonna add.
And then, right, I'm gonna add some blueberries, some guava, and some lime to that mix.
So you're adding more fruits there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's jump in, right,
Let's
Joe?
go.
So to the bottom, I'm gonna be adding some blueberries I have here, some fresh blueberries.
You know, I'm a blueberry man more than a strawberry man.
Yeah.
I prefer blueberries than I do strawberries.
I like the flavor.
Yeah.
And it's healthy as well, very healthy. I mean, you could be generous with the blueberries or you could be a little, scarce with it, but it's really up to you. I just like to put how much flavor that you would get, right? So on top of that, I'm gonna put in the rum.
So that's rum.
Yes. Nice Caribbean rum to go with the Caribbean fusion. And then we're making this a strong drink, right, Joe?
Come down, man. We drink it.
We ain't playing. We
I
from
work
the
hard in the
Caribbean.
kitchen today, you know.
Yeah.
It's surf and turf I do in the kitchen today, you know.
Bro, that going nice with this. Trust me. So I'm gonna pull out my muddler.
Right. I had a feeling that's where you were going.
Yeah, man. And Joe, I know you're not no stranger to what we're doing here. But for the folks, what we're doing here is modeling. And we're modeling out the blueberry flavor into the rum. What we get here is a nice kind of flash infusion.
Flash infusion.
Yeah.
Right. Infusing the blueberry into the Caribbean.
Yeah. We getting real fusions.
We in fusion mode. Ty is in fusion mode
Right.
today.
And right after, Joe, I have some nice fresh mint here. And I'm gonna be going behind with about 6 leaves of mint for the both cocktails. And why I didn't put it in the beginning, because I don't want to over model the mint. I just want to bruise it. So I model the blueberry first, and then I'm modeling the mint leaves. All right.
So he doesn't want to. You want to just bruise
Bruise
the leaves.
Yes. So we get all those essential oils. If you model it a little too much, it's gonna get a little bitter.
Yeah.
And we don't want a little bitterness. All right. That mix is beautiful so far. Right? So we have our rum, our blueberries, and our mint. I'm gonna put this one side here. And a nice shaker here. I'm gonna put some guava. Fresh guava. Guava in season, so I didn't actually have to rub the neighbor this time. I have some guava. Have a guava
You have a guava drum.
Yeah. So I say guava could work. Alright, 2 medium size for our next one. Alright. Put that guava there. Now I have some lime. We have some fresh lime going straight into this.
Right, you gotta get me one of those lime strainer things.
Yes.
I like, yeah.
Actually, this is not specifically a lime strainer, Joe.
What is it?
This is a julep strainer. We use this in the mixology world.
Right.
Right? But it's convenient for me.
It could work with a lime strainer
Yeah,
today.
I can like,
I feel like it is as a lime strainer in the kitchen.
a lime.
A lime strainer.
I'm using it live.
We do.
Using it live. So we have our guava and our lime here. And what I'm going to do is add some sugar to this. Alright. And we would say about 2 to 3 bar spoons of sugar. And the sugar would now balance back the lime that we just put. So we have a bit of acidity and then we have some sweetness. Yeah? And again, I'm going to model this Lovely. So again, that guava, strong aroma coming out. And then the lime is perfect because the lime now adding that fresh feel. You know, when you nose a cocktail, you must get some kind of citrus. Yeah. Lovely. And the rum ain't done yet. We're going with 1 ounce of rum inside this mix here.
Layers of rum.
Layers of rum from the Caribbean. Can't get enough. What I'm gonna do here, top up with some ice in my shaking glass. And the glasses as well. Nice. How we coming along there, Joe?
You looking good?
Beautiful. So we have our both glasses chilled. I'm gonna shake this mix here.
So that's the guava mix.
Guava, the sugar, and the lime. And shake this for a little longer.
Right.
Because of the fresh sugar. Right? And now the pulp of the guava, to kind of real beat up to get that juice out. Yeah? So here, Joe, just get a little quick taste test. Perfect.
Ty is satisfied. Yes, Ty
Everything is diluted. I'm gonna go here now. And this strainer comes back in handy, where I'm gonna do a strain here. See how thick that coming out.
So blueberry at the base.
Blueberry at the base.
Guava coming down in the middle there.
Guava with the lime. Don't forget the lime.
The lime
has a
important.
nice, yeah, it's very prominent, and it helps give that acidity and that citrus note that we know from the Caribbean.
Guava almost syrup. Almost
It's
syrup
almost a
like.
syrup,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
almost a syrup.
True, and that's the best part. We're gonna top this now with our Lucozade Caribbean Fusion.
Lucozade layer now.
Lucozade layer.
The colors already look wow. Oh wow.
Going right up. Simple garnish. Nice slice of lime. This lime juicy way. You can see the juice.
You know, you could cut a lime straight, you know. Oh no, I jog up that lime, you know. You could cut a lime straight in a way.
I just try.
You just try?
I'm doing it long enough.
You're doing plenty lime cutting these days.
Right? We have the blueberries. So we got a little 2 blueberry here. And why not a nice slice of guava as well. But with cocktails, Joe, I always say try to use the flavors that you have in the cocktail already, right? Because it also enhances the aroma when you come to the nose.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We also have mint.
Adds to the experience.
Yes. We also have mint. Add a nice little sprig of mint. Just to add a little greenery. And there we go. We have our nice Caribbean fusion.
Lucozade Caribbean Fusion. According to my good buddy Just Cheese, can't get better than that.
Can't get better than that, baby.
Woo! So while I saw you putting the flavors together, I was thinking rum punch because
Of
it's
course.
all the fruity flavors, and then as I said, the Lucozade Caribbean Fusion has so much fruitiness happening in it.
It is.
With a little
Perfect name
fizz.
for a perfect
Yeah,
drink, yeah.
it's almost like a nice fizzy fruit punch with a lot of rum in it.
Yeah, we can't forget it wrong.
Can't forget it wrong.
Yeah.
Can't forget it wrong. Lucozade cocktails is a thing. I want to thank Tyrone Benjamin for dropping by and sharing this one. You'll get the recipe on Cup of Joe Caribbean
sure.
if you want to try it. Thanks to Lucozade. Thanks to all the brands that passed through today. And we're going to see you back here next week when we will whip up some more recipes showcasing some more wonderful products. We'll see you here next week. Thank you very much, Ty.
Cheers.